Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Jennifer Sanz Mercado and this is my presentation for age-appropriate expectations in early childhood settings. I'm excited to share my approach to creating age-appropriate expectations for young learners. Through this presentation, I'll outline strategies that promote a supportive environment for kids to feel safe and ready to learn. I've incorporated insights from our lessons for readings and videos to give a more well-rounded view of the expectations we set for children, as well as some ways to improve. Through my presentation, we'll talk about classroom expectations, student age group and teacher count in my classroom, expectations during play and routine, age appropriateness of expectations, proposed changes for the age appropriateness, communication expectations, and appropriateness of this communication style, alignment with cultural and family values, and lastly is the summary and reference. Let's begin with classroom expectations. This is a picture of the essential agreement done by the students in my classroom. This is an activity we do in the first 2 weeks of the school year, where students brainstorm about creating their own rules in a playful way. They also give this promise by doing the handprint, and I think this is a great activity. In my classroom we have a few key expectations that guide our day. For example, kids know to use indoor voices, take turns, and keep their hands to themselves. I've noticed that clear, consistent expectations really help the kids feel secure and understand what's expected of them, which supports their development. This is something I learned from Sanchez, Doran, and Jublon 2013. Let's talk about the student age group and teacher count in my class. I work with a group of 4 to 5-year-olds, and we have 2 teachers in the room, which allow us to engage more individually with students. With this age, the focus is often on guiding social interactions and helping them understand their emotions. The extra adult support is invaluable for managing transitions and addressing needs in real time. This is something I learned from the article from Isaac Erkan 2017, which emphasizes the importance of teacher availability in helping young children develop self-regulation. Here is a picture of an activity we worked on where we can identify our feelings and emotions. Let's move on to the expectations during play and routine. During play and routine times, I focus on reinforcing 4 main expectations: sharing toys, cleaning up, lining up for outdoor play, and using inside voices. These expectations give a structure that the kids can rely on, which they seem to do good at. So for instance, having a specific clean out song makes tidying up enjoyable and predictable for them. This is something I learned from the article Sanchez et al. 2013, where they talk about the power of positive routines, and I see this reflected in how the kids respond to these familiar cues. Now let's see the age appropriateness of these expectations. So I've assessed our expectations, and overall they seem to align with the developmental abilities of our age group. For example, lining up and sharing toys fit well with ELOV domains like social emotional development and cognitive development. These expectations support skills like waiting patiently and considering others' needs, which are appropriate at this stage. Proposed changes for age appropriateness. So while most expectations fit well, there's always room for improvements. For instance, rather than expecting them to clean up alone, we could use a more structured cleanup process. I'd also add more visual cues like pictures of where items belong, labels. I label all of my stationery items. These labels have pictures of the items inside every box and words, so kids can start working on their letter recognition as well. So according to the framework, this research suggests that visual supports can be incredibly effective for young children. Now let's talk about the communication of expectations in my classroom. Right now, I communicate expectations through visual cues. I provide clear verbal instructions and some sign language, especially for reminders like quiet voices. Reinforcing good behavior with praise helps them also understand what's expected and encourages repetition of these behaviors. According to the NAEYC 2013, positive reinforcement really makes a difference in creating a supportive atmosphere. Let's move on to appropriateness of communication. I think our communication methods work well for this age, but I could make even more effective by adding gestures or simple hand signals for reminders. For instance, using hand motions during transitions can make communication smoother and help kids anticipate what's next. There's a research done in Sanchez et al. 2013 where small adjustments like this could really help reinforce understanding without overwhelming them. Now let's talk about the alignment with culture and family values. Reflecting on cultural alignment, I try to keep open communication with families about classroom expectations. This is something I learned from the article Isaac Erkan 2017, where it highlights that understanding family values is essential, as children may face different expectations at home and at school. For example, while independence is encouraged in my class, some families may be more hands-on. So by talking with parents, I can better tailor my guidance strategies to respect both school and home values. In conclusion, creating age-appropriate and culturally sensitive expectations in early childhood settings helps foster positive behavior, builds social skills, and supports a safe learning environment. Also, clear communication, consistency, and flexibility are key to helping children succeed and feel supported. I'm excited to keep refining these approaches as I continue working with my class. Here are the references. I included all of the sources referenced throughout these presentations. These resources were essential in understanding the value of age-appropriate expectations and culturally sensitive practices for young children. Thank you all for listening. Have a wonderful weekend.